Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19, Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19, Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Jeff again and I'm coming to you from the Mindcrack server. It's been a little while since I've been on the server. I actually completely forgot that I was way far away from where I had originally started. So what do I have? I have Silk Touch and Efficiency. Man, I got so much. I've got so much coal blocks and stuff on me. I think I'm going to put down a chest and go look for some more caves because there's no real purpose to heading all the way back to where I was originally at right now. I have no direct plans to do anything back at the hospital, no direct plans to do anything back at FEMA. I mean, I got some things I need to finish up, but nothing I was like, ooh, better get to it now. It's more just a, okay, let's see what we can get done and just have fun with this. So, I'll bring you guys along for that. I guess I can start a furnace as well to get some of this stuff. Or some of this stuff cooking up while I'm... Oh, I guess I'll make 8 furnaces to get some of this stuff going. Yeah, why not? Okay. I don't know why I just did them in that pattern either, but you know what? We've done them in that pattern. I don't know... I don't know what's happening anymore. But either way, let's start dumping some of the stuff out. Oop, I need those arrows still. Keep those. I'll need the swords. I'll need some of the coal, but not nearly all of it. Power 2, Power 2. Unfortunately, I don't think I can combine the two Power 2 bows. I believe they just become unenchanted when you do that. Let's make sure that that's accurate. Yes, they do. They just become unenchanted. So I need to like combine them on an anvil, which I'm not by right at this moment. I'm having a real tough time talking today, and tough time talking is a tongue twister in itself. So that makes it even more interesting. Whoa, hey zombie, hey zombs, what's going on, buddy? Hey little fella. Okay, so I think I have a bed over here. I think it's about to turn night, or is it just that it's dark in here? It might just be that it's dark in here. Yeah, I should grab some of this wood, actually, before I go venturing out. Well, let's just grab it all. I got more wood around here that I can mess with if need be. So what shall we talk about today? You know, I talked about poor programming of my electronic health record system, I believe, the last time that I recorded an episode. And let me tell you, it definitely branches beyond electronic health record system. So I actually, amazingly, I'm going to become an online teacher for a very prominent university in the fall semester coming up here soon. I know it's crazy. They're going to let me teach, which is entertaining. And it's in nursing of all things, but I'm teaching actually nursing informatics classes online, not through like Walden or Phoenix or anything. It's at a brick and mortar university that is also just has an online portion. Some of their classes are online, and nursing informatics is one of the ones that they do as an online course. So they were looking for an instructor, and they want me to help revamp part of the class, as far as I understand it as well, because they liked the fact that I had this, you know, computer background in both IT and in nursing informatics. So they really liked that, which makes this next part of the story even funnier. So that's kind of cool looking. They've accepted me as a, you know, my position and everything like that. They've given me a job offer, and I have a bunch of paperwork I have to fill out now. Now, let me tell you, in the first place, when I originally filled out the application for this job, oh God, I filled out the application for this job is through their online system, and I will tell you, I filled out multiple parts. It was like, you know, talk about your work experience, and then you fill out all the things for work experience, and you click the add button to add another one. So I'd hit add to add another one, and I'd get done filling out like the second job, and all of a sudden I would hit next to go to the next section, and it'd be like, your session is timed out. And I'm like, but I'm in the middle of filling out this application, and now you're telling me my session has timed out. So I would have to log in back into it again, and it was missing that newest stuff that I had put in there, and it became a real frustrating encounter to go through just the application process. But I finally got through it after having to reset the thing about 3 or 4 different times because it kept cutting out half of my information and doing all this weird stuff to it. But then I ended up writing, luckily I did this, I wrote the person whose name was on as the job poster, basically the HR person for the job, and I said, you know, I just filled out this application. I was having all these issues while filling out the application itself, and I wanted to ensure that you received everything, and if not, attached as my resume and all this stuff just to make sure it all gets on there. And she actually wrote me back pretty quickly, and she goes, no, I'm looking at your application now. It's actually missing this, it's missing this, it's missing this, it's missing all these things. All these fields are blank. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, no, people have been having problems with the system. As long as you have emailed me the stuff that you emailed me, you're all good to go now. So I was like, sweet. So those chickens were like just shooting across there. That was crazy. I don't know why I came all the way out here in the first place. I thought I saw a big lava thing and was going to be a big cave to go into or something. And now, unfortunately, I don't quite remember how to get back. I think it was just straight that way. But so luckily I emailed her because then she got all the information, which allowed me to get the job. So, oh, here was the lava I saw. So anyways, somebody else writes me the other day, it gives me all this paperwork I need to fill out and turn back in. And then one part of it is for a background check through, I don't know, GIS, whatever this system is. I've never heard of this particular background check place, but it's through like this, through the college, like they have their own link for the college website for what their particular background checks for employment. So I go there and I log into the system through the link that they gave me, and it shows me the job offer that I have or whatever and the stuff that I have to fill out. So I start filling it out, and I swear to God, I run into the exact same issue where I fill out this was like background history of where I've lived. So I filled out my current address, and then I hit the add button to add another address, and I fill out the second address, and then I, hit add button to add another one. So I have to go back through 7 years of history. I am looking for any type of cave opening or anything down here, and I cannot find one. So I'm going through 7 years of history, so I finally get it done and hit next. And it says, your session is timed out. And I'm like, come on, how can you not have a system that lets you fill out 7 years worth of your living history, yet it doesn't let your session stay active long enough to actually put them all in. So I go back, I put in one extra place that I worked, and save it. Or I go to the next one and then try to come back. I realize you can't come back. So now it's just got my living history as 2 addresses, which only encompasses about 1.5 years because I recently moved, and shortly before that had moved again. And, obviously that's why people have many address histories, because they've moved multiple times, and it won't let me go back. I can't figure out for the life of me how to go back. So finally I'm like, okay, let me just go all the way to the end. Maybe it'll let me come back and review my information. So I go to the end, and of course, while filling out something else like work history or something, it also, times out on me, but it logs you right back in when you try to log into the last section you were working on without still a way to go backwards. So even though I re-logged in, it logged me into my work history that was missing half of the information. And then oh my God, is this a, oh, it's not a mushroom biome, but it's the biome with the mushrooms. I don't get to see these very much. I think they're just like jungle tops or whatever, though. Is this a cave? It's like a relatively open cave over here. Yeah, so then it logs me back into where I was working on, which missing half the information that I had already input, but it still won't let me go back. So finally, I get to the end of this thing. Find a way that I can click on the button to go back to my addresses and add more addresses. So I click on the button to add an address, and I swear, let me tell you, it was the weirdest thing in the world. It gave you had to say when you lived, like you lived here from when to when, and it gives you one of those like little pop-up calendar options, like the Internet Explorer calendar type things, and you have to click on the date. So I go to click on a date, it clicks it accepts it in there, and for some reason the system gets confused and just starts automatically scrolling through this calendar over and over and over and over again, to the point where it was like I was hitting the tab button and holding the tab button down, and I just kept staring at my keyboard, like hitting tab myself to see if I could unlock it, hitting all the buttons in the world. I could use my mouse and click on another field, but it would automatically refocus back on that calendar field. So I'm sitting there just stopped in my track, so I have to end up closing the thing down, opening a new one back up, a new window back up to get back into this thing, which takes me to the end of the application again, not back to where I was working on the actually inputting of addresses and things like that. But I get in there and I start putting in my addresses again. I did run into this problem once more in the 3 different times that it took me at this point to put in the rest of the addresses, but I finally persevered and got through this and clicked on the next button, and instead of taking me to either the next section, which I had some work I needed to finish up in the next section as well because it kept screwing up and airing out on me, but it took me all the way to the end of the application again because it assumed that was next, and all of a sudden I got stuck, and it was literally at a screen that just says, press I acknowledge to submit this information. And I was like, there's no way to go back from here. I tried to hit the back button and it just gives you an error that the session is not like active or something like that. So I was like, let me close this whole thing down. You know what? I don't have any of these orange flowers. Let me get some of the different colored flowers to put around my base. Yeah. I don't have any of the new flowers at all. So this was a good trip. Can plant me a little garden in front of the hospital. Oh yeah, people love that. I can put these in each of the patients' rooms. Yeah. So I ended up trying to let the system time itself out so that I could go back in and update this stuff. And unfortunately, when I let it time out and then logged back in, it just took me to this acknowledge button. So I ended up having to submit my background check, not completely full of all the required information that they were asking for. So I'm hoping that doesn't cause me some major issues here going into teaching this class. But I think it's funny that it's a background check and a background investigation type thing that usually those are pretty technologically savvy and set up well because you do a lot of those ones online. So I found that kind of funny, but also the fact that they hired me for my computer tech skills in order to be able to teach the nurses how to, work with computers and stuff in nursing informatics, and I can't fumble through their computer systems for the life of me. I mean, it's the sheer irony that I see in that is just crazy. Like, I'm just stuck. I'll just fill out some half-assed paperwork, a half-assed job application, and a half-assed background check because the system just doesn't allow me to do any better than that. Yet I'm going to be here trying to teach technology. So we're gonna hope that all that stuff went through fine and that this doesn't cause a problem with me teaching the future nurses. I can't believe people are gonna let me teach future nurses. That's crazy. Anyways, I don't know what else there really is to say about that, but that's kind of what's been going on with me. I've been working a lot, emergency department wise. Haven't been playing much of the vanilla Mindcrack. Haven't been playing much of the crack pack either, as in 0. I know a lot of people have been asking me to play crack pack, but I just don't have the time to get into it right now. I have been playing some more Minecraft, though. I'm not leaving Minecraft out. A lot of people are getting a little upset that they say you have like a Minecraft logo and you don't play any Minecraft anymore. And there's 2 things to that. If you meant that I don't play Minecraft anymore directly, like as in on the server, I mean, you're right to an extent that I've, slacked off in it in the last couple weeks, that I've just been taking a little break from it just to focus on some other things. But I haven't stopped playing Minecraft. I played that the green, the adventure map. I plan on playing another one. I had actually done a big portion of a whole nother puzzle map, and it ended up really just not being the greatest puzzle map in the world. Let's put it like that. As in, I don't think I could continue to... Oh, that's rising. Oh, shoot, I'm going the wrong direction, aren't I? I think to get back to where I was at, I think I was weighted that way. No matter where I go, I think I need to be going toward negative X. I don't think toward negative X. Oh, you know what? My X is almost at 0. Maybe this is the right way. I really actually had no idea. I'd have to go find coordinates of where I was at before, but it really doesn't matter. I can explore throughout the night for a little bit until I find out. Whoa, except for you. I hate you. And another thing about that is, yes, I haven't been on the vanilla server that much, and I haven't been on Crackback or anything, but being a member of Mindcrack isn't because you have to play on the Mindcrack server. Mindcrack is also, it's just its own community. And no, I haven't done any co-ops with anybody else either recently, but I'm still a Mindcrack member and, you know, advertising myself as so because we are a community and, you know, get that, you know, the community-ness out there. And I would love to do some more co-ops coming up here soon. I just haven't personally had the time. I've been, I had set up my schedule because I was working quite a bit. And then because I had to go out of town. So I was out of town for a while, but working all directly like surrounding that. So that was, didn't leave me to too much time. Actually, did I just loop myself right back to where I wanted to be? I think I may have. My direction sense, I think, was right. Except that that's not the same spot. Never mind. I spoke too soon because that is not the same waterfall that I thought it was that I was coming up to. So, unfortunately, I've gotten myself lost in the woods, which could be its own series in itself because I believe it is. Actually, it looks really cool as well. I'd like to get into that, but again, need the time. So yeah, that was not what I was looking for. So anyways, I guess I'll just move on up here. But, you know, I'll get back to the vanilla at some point. Like I said, I'm just taking a little break from it for now. I was making videos like this one. I didn't actually accomplish too much in either. Just kind of wanted it to be an update video and things like that that I hadn't gotten to in a while. Of just what's been going on. Like I bought Prison Architect. I know you guys have been face palming a lot at my playing of Prison Architect. I don't blame you, but oh, is that what I was looking for? But it is extremely fun, and I will be continuing that series for a while, I think, because I'm having a good time and I'm learning. So don't get mad at me because I'm learning, please. Because I know it's painful to watch for some people who are pros at it, and I am anything but that. So I got a couple other, you know, quick games or fun type puzzle games. I'm really into like puzzle games myself lately. Like figuring out a solution to something is kind of what I've been really focusing on with some things. So that's kind of where I'm sticking at. So just, you know, my vanilla days are not over by any stretch of the imagination. They're just taking a small break. That's all. Not even a break, just a longer time between episodes. I want to make sure I have content that's enjoyable and not just content for the sake of creating content. I mean, you've heard a bunch of people say that throughout the years, but you know, sometimes people are upset you don't do something, and they realize that if you did it as much as they want you to do it, they wouldn't watch it anymore because it wouldn't be good. So, just whoa, I didn't even see you there, bud. So, sorry, just had a hiccup, but just that quick update. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really didn't do much in here, but go watch my Prison Architect stuff. Give me some pointers on that. I would love that. It's one game that I can record a decent amount of in advance. I can say decent amount. I recorded 3 episodes all at one time because it's just, it flows so well. Like, it's so easy to sit down and keep playing, so it's nice. So any comments you make to me will not get in there for like the next 3 episodes at least because they're already done. But anything I'm missing past that you guys want to point out, I would be more than happy to look at. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.